guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivan, aka Ivan the Panda, and for today's video it's gonna be a day in my life at NUS / a UTown campus tour that I filmed 2 weeks ago when I was still in Singapore. And I wanted to make this video for future students or exchange students hoping to study at NUS in the future. And for those of you who are curious to see what the 11th highest world ranking university looks like. As you can see, you can probably tell that I'm not in Singapore anymore because I'm back here in the cold ass weather, back in the land of Lord, sheep, Jacinda Ardern, more sheep, and kiwi fruit, aka New Zealand. So I'm still in my 2 weeks of quarantine in this hotel provided by the New Zealand government. Bless you, Jacinda. And in my next video, I'll show you guys my last week in Singapore and what it was like traveling during COVID-19 to come back home. And I'll also give you an insight on my quarantine life here in this hotel, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to smash that like button below, comment, and click the subscribe button if you haven't already. So let's travel back in time and see what studying at NUS looks like. Let's go.
So I'm going to start this tour by showing you guys the building that I stayed at during my exchange. At NUS, there are 3 types of accommodation: halls of residence, residential colleges, and student residences. And at UTown, there are 4 residential colleges and 1 student residence, called UTown Residence, which is where I stayed. At UTR, there are 2 buildings that are connected, which you guys will see later, and they're called the North and South Tower, and I stayed at the North Tower. As you can see, this is the corridor of outside my flat that you guys saw last week, and that is the Sky Lounge. It is only found on the 25th level of each tower and can be booked by students to study or to hang out with friends. On each floor, there's a door with the circle sticker on it, which means the residential assistant lives there, aka the person that makes sure that you're following the rules. So a big fat yikes if you have one of them as your flatmate. Here you can see every few floors there is a balcony that everyone can go on. To go to any floor, we just have to tap our ID cards. Sometimes it's annoying and doesn't work, but you know. Here you can see the floors with water dispensers, hot and cold water to drink. On level 8, there is this nice outdoor area which people can come to study, eat, chill, do whatever, celebrate birthdays. And you can see the other floors if you look up. I like the view. There's also a nice view of UTown if you look out, and you can also see the infinity pool on the right. On level 2 and level 3 is where the 2 towers connect. So that's the North Tower and that's the South Tower. And over here there is a common lounge area which you can go to study, eat, watch TV, or just chill with your friends. On level 2 is my favorite secret study area because no one ever comes here, and there's a nice view of the UTown Green outside and Starbucks. On level 2 as well, we have the laundry room, and this is the coin changing machine which you can use to pay for your washing if you don't have your EZ-Link card. Also, side note, I didn't realize how easy it is to actually wash and dry your clothes. Like, I've never done it before in my life. I know, it's a yikes, don't attack me. But since living at NUS, I've learned to do it, and honestly, it's actually so easy. So washing and drying costs $1 here, and if you don't want to pay $1 for drying, you can just hang it out here to dry, or simply just hang it in your own flat. Working our way down, on level 1 there are printers and also the mailboxes. On level 1 there's also another lounge area which people go to study or to watch movies. And also, pro tip, there are bins outside the lounge area which people use to throw away their unused or unwanted clothes hangers, pillows, bed sheets, blankets, random stuff. So if you want to be cheap like me and don't want to buy a lot of things once you move into UTown, then you can definitely check those out. If you go back up to level 2, this is where you can pick up your food deliveries, and also this is the car pickup point, aka where a lot of tears were shed because I had to say bye to all my exchange friends. Here is the center of UTown, the UTown Green, aka the field, aka the oval, whatever you want to call it. And usually you would see a lot of people doing sports on the field, but obviously at this time it was during the lockdown, so there weren't many people out. Now I'm going to work my way around the UTown Green from here all the way around to that building and there. And here is, in my opinion, the best part of UTown. This is Ashy, but a lot of people call him by nicknames such as Oreo or Yui, and he basically just walks around and just sleeps in random places, and everyone loves him and I love him and I miss him as well. Big fat chunky boy. This is like a games area. There's a ping pong table, foosball table, and a pool table. Here are the colleges that I mentioned earlier. They're a short walking distance from UTR. This is usually a popular study area outside Starbucks that people come here to study, chill, whatever. And here is the Starbucks that is at UTown. It is open 24 hours and 7 days, and also a lot of people come here to study as well. Above Starbucks is more study areas, and there's a place called Mac Commons which has Apple computers that you can use, study area, and there's also a place called PC Commons which just has PC computers and also study areas which are open 24 hours. Behind those black tinted windows is the gym, which is free for students and is open till 10 o'clock every day. And above the gym is the infinity pool, which is pretty cool. Fair price equals convenience store. And here we have one of the two food courts that are at UTown. So for students staying at UTR, we don't have a meal plan, so we have to buy our own food, whereas students in the halls and residential colleges have to pay for a meal plan. So there's lots of stores to choose from. There's Western, Japanese, Indian, and it's honestly so cheap. Food in Singapore generally is so cheap, which is what I love the most about Singapore, and even on campus it's way cheaper. And there's also other restaurants, and here we have Fine Foods, the other food court which has gongcha and is my personal favorite. That over there is the bus stop, which is usually really packed full of people. Cheers is the other convenience store that is open 24 hours on campus, and next to it is Subway. Yes, egg and mayo footlong is bomb AF. This a hair salon, cheap but would not recommend. There are also ATMs at UTown which are really convenient. Yes, late night snack craving place and DMC place. And that concludes the tour of UTown. If you guys have any questions, comment down below and I'll try answer them as best as possible. And honestly, NUS is such a good university. If you have the chance to come here, I would definitely recommend NUS as a university. I had such a great experience here and I would definitely go back to study.
Thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it to the end, don't forget to smash that like button below, comment and click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And stay tuned for my next video. Bye.
Boom. We like the cause that